Hey everybody, Julie Willas here. I was working with a client recently and we were doing a little role playing talking about how do you have a difficult conversation with someone. And at one point I stopped and said, well, what happens if you deliver the feedback that approach is not professional and not really appropriate for the workplace and they get defensive and start getting snippy? What do we do at that moment? And this particular leader said, well, I would say, you know what, we're going to stop the meeting right now. And we're just going to have this conversation again when you've calmed down and are, a really good place to listen. And a lot of times that the sun just went behind some clouds, it got dark. That might be a good route in many different occasions. Perhaps it's gotten really heated, we need to take a break. I really encourage leaders to work through the discomfort of those conversations rather than taking a break. Sometimes it might feel like they've got no outlet out now for that anger or that frustration. And now you're taking a frustrated employee and releasing them back to the workplace, back into the wild, where they're now really frustrated and upset. We really want to end the coaching and end the conversation on a neutral or positive tone. So what do you do when you've got an employee who starts getting really snippy and it sort of makes you go, okay, what do I do? How do I react? This is overwhelming me. We're going to continue to set the tone and say, I hear you. Yes. Tell me what part is frustrating you the most about this. I understand. I hear you. The expectation is XYZ. So at this point, we're validating their feelings. Remember, validating doesn't mean that they're right. It could be totally out of line that they think this is unnecessary and unacceptable. By saying, yeah, I hear where you're coming from. I understand. That doesn't mean what I'm saying, you're totally right to think that, and I agree with you. You're simply empathizing with them. When you have a difficult conversation, I encourage you to take the time to end it on a neutral, positive tone with, are we good? I really hope that we are on a really mutual understanding. I know this isn't a fun conversation to have. We just need to make sure that that end result's different. And then what's really helpful is if you can tell them something positive. I think you're a terrific person in this role. You really add value this way. This is just one thing that we're doing to improve.